dare to question if the culture you live is yours because you control the population. They gave some people blankets. They gave other people culture. You know what I'm saying? Question if it's yours or not. Question if you know that it's you, because you control. Literally, like, it's hard to get a video out like this to everybody, right? It's not as easy, right, for everyone in the world to see something like this, right? But they would have to know that if they really care about living this life like they claim they want to live it, that they have to know if the life that they live is the one they want to live. Some people don't know what life they want to live or could live, so they live the life someone gives them. Someone gives them life. That ain't right. So I know this is like some cultures apparently can't really be changed, or if they are, these certain people know how to transmute and turn it into something else to make it something else. And so they may not be in huts so much, you know what I'm saying? And now they got their own different culture. But I noticed it's like back then, a certain group of people got blankets. Nice, warm, fuzzy, fluffy blankets, you know what I'm saying? And other people in today's times can apparently be more easily swayed, I'm noticing, to where now you don't have to be anything other than what they want you to be. And as long as you stay within those guidelines, everything will be free. You know what I'm saying? Real free. But you are the population. And if the population doesn't know that they're probably living something totally than what they actually want to live, they just don't know, or too afraid to say something about things like this. But your culture is probably not yours. I would certainly question if you really know. Cause like for me, it got all, you know. I mean, as soon as I stepped on the scene, you know what I'm saying. Take a couple looks around and really question what's going on. Sometimes you realize that ain't it. That's not it, you know. And so me going around as a kid and so on and so forth to this day, I've never really. Funny enough, because like I've been asked that. Well, what gang you in? What gang you? Me? I don't know what that even means. I don't know. Myself. Me. Yeah. Yeah. So outside of that, I don't know. You know, that's always kind of how it's been. So to just develop, like, it's always felt goofy to me. It's always felt like weird to me to like it's fun to take on different cultures, to learn them, to appreciate them. I don't really care where anything comes from, to be honest. I just enjoy it. If it's in my face and it tastes good, if it's in my face and it's fun to do, if it's in my face and it's enjoyable, let's get it in. Let's do it. If it's in my face and some good hard work, let's go. You know, something that really gets me going, let's go. You know, things like that. But you know what I'm saying, to give myself out, to completely devote myself, you know, to any, no, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? And so it's always been like that for me, at least. I've always questioned it and just been like, yeah, I'll try, you know, dip, you know, see, you know what I'm saying, something like that. But outside of that, and I you know, and like I said, I made this video for that reason. I would think, because it's like that. I've, like I said, even being in school, I've always been the one to kind of just bounce around, never really like stuck to one group. Even the ones that I kind of, you know, was around, that I formed together more so, you know what I'm saying, kind of, you know, got, you know what I'm saying, I was always with the, you know what I'm saying, the different ones, you know what I mean. Even that, I, you know, say I'd break out of that too. So it's never really ever been a moment, you know. But unfortunately, someone has given you the go ahead to be something, and I love bringing this up, other than yourself. And that's what's up. But I fight for you to figure out what's you, and not a culture, and not something that a cult that's been formulated, cultivated for you. You know what I'm saying? That's no fun. So yeah, question that shit, man. Like, is it really you? I know I've spoken on this before, but I'm gonna keep hammering home, because who cares? Apparently, it's not being said enough. Like, it's not because you want, you know what I'm saying, to wear the bucket hat. It's not because you want, you know what I'm saying. It's that you fight for these things. You fight for, you tear people down for something you think you need to believe in. You know, being a teenager alone, people could look at, you know, because I surely did. You could look at being a teenager alone, how many things you thought you knew, the ideologies and the defenses you had, you wanted it. But now, I guarantee you look back, you like, I don't know why I ever thought it was even something to look at to defend. You know, if I would have took 2 more seconds. But I was blinded. I enjoyed what I enjoyed at the time. And so I'm gonna enjoy, you know, that's what it was. But looking back on it, you're like, you know, like, no. So, yeah, things are being cultivated for you. And again, if, you know, I ain't speaking to you, I ain't speaking to you. But I feel like there's some people to wake up, you know. Somebody's got to hear this and realize what's up, what I'm saying, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, they cultivate a whole system for you to think over. You know what I'm saying? Like you seen it. What's the one? It was a Billy Manny or something like. It's something like one of them ones. I can't remember when they do the thing and then took the brain out and then put the little brain in and so, you know what I'm saying? And like, you don't like that? No, we got one for you. Come over here. Look, don't think like this no more. You ain't gotta worry about that. Here, take this. Do this. Here. You feel smarter? You good? Go and get in them fields. You know, go and get that work. Go and get it. You know what I'm saying? My family got bills to pay. swapping out that, that big beautiful brain that you got for a little pea head. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Bruce Lee head. Oh, Ka-chow face. Oh, Lightning McQueen NASCAR head. So yeah, man, get out of it, bro. Oh, Jiminy Cricket head. You know what I'm saying? Oh. Get out of it, man. It's like, what is this? What are we doing here? I mean, apparently, I don't know how the world works. I'm starting to get into it. I mean, y'all, somebody needs to start teaching me. I need to get a tutor on the side of how the world works. You got that in the PDF? How the world works? Because apparently, I don't, I'm the one that don't see or get it. I don't know. Oh, no. I know I feel good right now, though. Hey. Hey. You know what I'm saying? Did I want them on? Hey. You know what I mean? Hell yeah. So yeah, y'all in it to win it, man. Somebody wants it. Y'all willing to take it, man. That's what's up. And it's so easy to slip, I'm noticing that. It's so easy to get caught up when you don't know that everything is something to be sold to you. Nothing on this planet is not meant to be sold to you. And I'm pretty sure it's going to go over a lot of people's heads. But every single thing, everything, dude, I'm trying to really, everything is being sold to you. It's going to lead you into some way, form, or fashion. If you really peep game and think about it, I don't care who or what you come across. And you really start to know it when you have to do all of the things for you. When you really got to do things, and I mean not work a 9 to 5, not do regular normal stuff. Like when you got to really do something to make your own brand and business, or something for the whatever. You really start to pay attention. You really start to see, yo. People are more attached, and I get it. I get it. It's for safety. It's for security. Because I learned. You know what I'm saying. You gotta have a certain friend group, and it's really smart to have friend groups because you need to be able to network, so you can be able to climb some sort of ladder. You gotta have a friend group. You gotta be somewhere, do something. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have a friend group. You gotta have the culture. You gotta have the friend. You gotta be a part. If you want to be a part, you gotta have a friend group. You gotta hide who you are, or change yourself entirely. Because I don't. You succumb to it at some point, man. I've witnessed that myself too, man. You sit long enough with a group, even though you don't want, man, you start taking, if you're not strong enough to really keep it, at some point it'll overtake you. If you have to be around certain people for whatever reasons you felt you needed to be around them for whatever thing, because you need to be in a friend group, you know what I'm saying? Certainly, Like it's not like you form your own, or there's certain people that you really before you find you have to go out and find a friend group, regardless if they're friends or not, regardless if they're anything to you or not. You just as long as you find some people. Mainly, I'm saying that can tolerate you. Mainly people that can tolerate you. And if you can live that life, then that is good, because now you're living smart. That is smart. But you have to have a hive mind. Not many people let you have your own mind, and that's my deal. Living in this hive mind society, I'm not saying that it's not good to have some friends. I'm not saying it's not good to have certain associates and whatever, and acquaintances and things. I'm saying that losing yourself in the music, it's not worth it. Little powdered donut head. You know what I mean? It's not worth it. We always gotta bring it full circle, and why is always these things, because once again, there's so many people that fall off and think, because I saw this one dude. No, I don't know why my father put me in that. He could have took me out the gang, but now I'm full of tattoos, and now I'm trying to be a comedian. Like, do you really want to do it? Do you really think it's worth it? Just to be just to make a culture. Why are so many people refusing, in my mind, to make their own culture, find their own ways to speak and do things? It seems like nobody will. Nobody knows the trouble they've seen. Nobody knows this. Yeah. But you chose that life, unfortunately. You had ways to get out of it, and I have to deal with it. And now, you have to deal with it. All because you wanted to be in a friend group and choose others other than yourself. I will be a broken record dude. Leave it. You know what I'm saying? I'll be a broken record for days. Leave it alone. It's not worth it. Isolated if you have. I say that, man. Isolated if you have to. I just don't like that people say, "Oh, that's all you gotta do." The whole point is to recalibrate so you can go back out there, so you can go back outside with your friends. Your mama tell you, "Hey, you done wrong. You punished now." We kind of we slip. Like I said, the golden rules and things like that. Like, we kind of slip because we think they're not really. But if we really were to pay attention and follow them. But your mother, you punished, stay inside. You're not supposed to do certain things now. You need to know that what you're doing out there, it's kind of morbid a little bit. My mom, always say, I'd rather do what I got to do in here so you don't get beat up by the white people and all of them out there. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather, beat you here and have them beat you and put you in a hole out there. So it's like, but then once you're done and you learn your lessons, then you're free to go out and be. And your lessons here to realize that you don't need to be with these heathens, these individuals that don't even know. Like, I've been watching so many videos. It's like this one dude even said in another video talking about how, like, if he could just take it all back, you know what I'm saying? and not be if he wouldn't have followed, because it was kind of like these two dudes which kind of like reenact essentially the Columbine dudes, and the one dude I guess was already all wrapped in whatever he had going on, whatever plans he had, and the other dude didn't really want to like get into it necessarily. He just wanted friends. He wanted to be popular, and the dude that he was following said that he would be really popular, and he knew a lot of people, and he would be able to get the connects and things like that. Apparently, he knew how to shake and move. Apparently, he just knew how to talk. Well, they wanted to have things, of course, turn for the worst. And I believe instead of a gun, they used a knife on this one chick. But after the fact, 17, however many years later, something like that, he's like, I just wish I would have not cared about what people thought and just went with other, just met new people and just decided to go and do anything else other than stick with this flunky over here, you know what I'm saying? This fuzz nut over here, you know what I'm saying? So it speaks to a lot, man, when you think, because he speaks on like when you're young, that's all you kind of think about is just like, well, who can I be cool with, and how quickly can I be cool with them, and how can I get to the next thing and socially climb and do this, that, and the third. How can I make that happen for myself? And apparently people will literally kill for it, you know what I'm saying? It's incredible. So it goes pretty deep when it comes to clout, when it comes to being liked. That's why I realized another superpower is being unlikable. It's so good, dude. It's like, why not? You know what I'm saying? Like, I would much rather be unlikable. I don't want you to hate me. God, man. That shit ain't never cool for me or you. Nobody. It's not cool, man. Hate me if you got to. If you like me, like me. You hate me, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Just I don't. It's like, what the yeah, clout and all that shit is like, dude, I don't know. Because it seems like the ones that are closest to you are the ones that get you messed up. If you're not mindful of what you're doing, and you know what I'm saying? If you're not really aware of who is around you, which sucks because it seems like it's best to be isolated and work on your energy. Of course, it's not a thing. Of course, somewhere I need to do something, right? Like, I speak on that too, because it's like certain people saying how they get these same amount of people, they same type of people in their lives. They can't figure out why it's the same. It's because something going on with you. Realize, because I see it all the time where somebody says some stuff like that. Like I said, I mediate real fast. I see that real quick. It's like, you telling me, but you don't see them, you complain. You haven't stopped. You haven't isolated. You haven't formulated. You haven't segregated. You haven't intimidated, exclamated, stride. I don't know what I'm saying. You haven't done it. You haven't like said, "Whoa, man." Is it me? Is it me? Get out of here, Grandma. Could it be that it's me? Mon chéri, you know. Delicious, dude. Finally got some. Yeah. Grandma tripping. And it could be you. You know? Like I say, it's a tough one to really take in, but if you want to meet new people, like I said, I can break down because I love that stuff. It's like this dude sees even in real time but can't really escape it because he at the time wasn't really able to escape his own mind. He was in this state of being. He was stuck and trapped in this spatial awareness where, you know, to where he was locked in to being able to go do whatever things, however many crimes or whatever, he was stuck in, right? And wasn't able to just leave because this is where he knew, you know, this is where he knows. And so when he finally is able to have some time to reflect, unfortunately, in his case, it was a little too late, right? Man, if I could have just met some people, man, if I could have just, you know, stayed away from him and got out that hole, because I guarantee you, if he would have did it, he would have. Oh man, you know, oh man, maybe this is ridiculous that I'm living the way I'm living right now. Maybe this ain't it. But because there's a trail and a line of reasoning, he chose to stick with said dude, so he chose to stick with said lacking energy, right? He was stuck in lack, so his train of thought was indeed lack. And so they ran off of this lacking energy, trying to put along, and you can tell, you know, that's most likely why it got stopped so quickly, because they were running on E, burning up the engine, going, I just want to be liked. I just wish people could care about me. I wish people could just see. And that's why I say, man, with the whole thing in jail and all this stuff, and it's like, and people aren't getting evaluated properly, and they're not getting enough help the ways they need to. It's unfortunate. They're looked at as criminals. And even the ones that do things like that, yeah, you're like, oh, but just, oh, and yeah, dude, I'd be like, but when I really, you know, wise up, mature up, and start to see more of life for what it is, and again, of course, no one likes it, but if we don't look at it, you know what I'm saying? But when I really start to see it, I go, but what? I mean, if it doesn't speak to, I don't know how other people again see what I'm looking at. Is that not a direct result of what we're witnessing in America or in this world period? When you see a rogue person like that, just snap, because you got your certain cliques and formations, and some people can't handle it. Like I say, everybody's apparently cool with it, so let's just keep it going. But you know, there's gonna be something that always has to give, and when there are not enough people in those groups and places, like, what is the point of alienating people? I'm not saying that what they did was justified, again, but I'm always able to look at all sides, right? So it's like, of course, not cool. But what parts of society could have mitigated most of that. That's why I really question how many people care about the people they say they care about. This is where my brain again goes. This is where my mind is when I really start to play out. It's like you say that these people are your friends. You say that you care about the people around you. You say that you want to protect and care for, right? You say that you hope nothing happens to them. You don't take any classes. You don't mitigate most situations. You don't care who you step on or who you talk to, however you care. You don't care who you disrespect. You don't care how you live your life, essentially, because you're down to just be however you want to be and live how you want to live. Say whatever you want to say. Not care about consequences for real. You think that it's all inadvertent, like it's all going to be vicarious, like it's none of it's ever gonna come back around and equate to you. Like karma doesn't connect, like it doesn't. It's all like this, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like this, like, you know what I mean? Some people know exactly what I'm. Some people, I don't really want to. But you've ever seen some things that kind of just, when you look up at stars or whatever, at certain times, you take certain things and do certain stuff. And you just kind of see that everything is just kind of like you notice, it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's always that nice little dance. Almost like, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like a big old quilt or something, or like, you know what I mean? Everything's kind of just, this boop, that boop, this boop, that boop, you know what I'm saying? Kind of just, everything's right there, you know? Everything's right there. And so, if you don't think that it connects to you, if you don't think that it's gonna, I just, you know what I'm saying? What parts of yourself do you really want to work on to save a life? How much do you really care about these people around you? Now, I'm not saying that you're going to prevent every single encounter. You have to be vigilant at all times. No, you don't. But again, realizing that there's a line of reasons that you're going down, you don't self-reflect, you don't isolate long enough, you don't break away from certain relationships long enough, and if you are in relationships, you don't isolate in the mind either. You don't take solace in sanctuary within your own mind, because you can't close your eyes. Oh, that's a lot. So let's open them. Well, I gotta deal with out here. Oh my God, that's a lot. And so what do? You gotta run to something. If you're by yourself, I'm saying, then you gotta go somewhere. Let's do something. Let's get on the phone. Let's talk. We gotta do something. Because we can't think about what we gotta fix to actually go down the line of reasons to stay away from the people like that dude couldn't do until he was 17 years later, still locked up for life. And wishing now if he only knew, now he's doing the most amazing things apparently where he's at. Now he's wishing everybody could realize what's up. You know what I'm saying? It's always after. It's always after. I'm hard. I'm this. I'm crazy. I'm dejected. I got, I'm about to show these people. I'm gonna show them, man. I felt that way too. Who hasn't felt like that? Like, and not even to say, man, because but who hasn't felt like that? Like, sometimes you feel dejected. Sometimes you get rejected. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes you don't like life. Sometimes you don't like people. I don't like them to this day. Certain ones that I feel maybe, we'll see. But for the most part, dude. So of course we've all been through those moments. I think it's odd. I don't think there's a person on this planet that hasn't been bullied or felt some type. You can't tell me. I don't care how you come or how you feel. To be honest, in my eyes, dude, there's no way. I don't care who. I don't know who. Taxman got your ass. Somebody. I don't care. You feel small at some points. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we all feel it. But like I said, to mitigate most of that, you could, like I said, how much do you really care about the folks that you say you care about when you know? I mean, drunk driving and all the other stuff is one thing, or whatever the case. But to put people in situations where, because you just could have been a little more friendly, you could have, or not, you know what I'm saying? You could have just not have, like, you know what I'm saying? Just been more mindful, I'll say, because there's a lot of times where you realize, I don't need to talk to this person like that. They talking to me like that, and I would think that being disrespectful back to them would be the thing to do, but not everybody has that type of restraint, if you will. Some people do. Some people can take a lot. Some people are very tough and can take a lot of hits. Verbally or mentally, physically, whatever you want to call it. Psychologically, can take a lot of hits. Made for it, bred for it. Some people are hairpin trigger thin and are ready at any time. Like I say, man, it's one thing that, man, just, what I mean? I ain't gonna get into it, but yeah, man, it's like, but some people don't care who, for what reasons or whatever, Some people hold people to high regards and want to protect them. Some people, not me, don't care. And you could very well slip into a lot of situations, clearly like this girl did, and it may have been a misfire. It may have been just a whatever situation too. But my point being is that, yes, those dudes did need to have their own way, and they did need to, apparently going to jail and living the life that they live now was the way to figure it out, and to be more kind and being able to open up to people and have friends. Now they got friends, they got a whole bunch of friends now, but they're real close, So it's like, they got what they wanted. Just unfortunately, like I said, when you're on E and trying to do some things, it kind of turns, man. It's like, it flips into, that world. Which I kind of, in a weird way, like. I know it's like, because I know a lot of people are like, you know what I'm saying, all that type of stuff. I like grimy stuff. It ain't gotta be, like, gross. But I like the, like, dark, grimy stuff. I like the, like, shit, like the static. I always like that stuff, like the, you know what I'm saying, on certain, like, the British channels one that's like, I miss them, dude, because I don't know what to call it. If somebody could tell me, dude, like, what is it? But it's like the ones that are, like, they're just like dreamy, staticky, foggy type, like British, TV shows or whatever they are. It's like those old ones that kind of don't make sense if you don't know the context well enough. It's just like one of those shows or whatever, It's just looking at them old BBC shows. I used to love that, you know what I'm saying? Love that shit. Yeah, I like that dark stuff. I like the ominous, or I guess ominous is it. Not remote. What is it? You know what I'm saying? Not desolate. I guess it's ominous. It's just, those ones where it's just like those scenes like that. What, like, it's freaky because if you're actually there, it'd freak you out. But like the ones where it's just like the one house and like there's nothing else. Like those, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, man, it's cool. Or whatever the case, you know what I'm saying? I can see how it interests people, but because like I said, I like seeing these things, but it's unfortunate, right? It's weird, right? Like to have that type of pleasure where like you want to look up stories like that, but like what I'm saying? It's like you know what I'm saying, when you really do think about it, but yeah, man, like it's like, dude. I mean, like I said, yeah. I guess it was kind of on them, of course, to make that difference. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, because there's so many people that are in groups, gangs, cults, certain things, and stuff like that, and there's no way for us to really want to, you know, find ways to work together. Dare I say? Some have been taken out for list. But yeah, man. It's like, I mean, fuck it, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Do crazy stuff. I go crazy. I don't know what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Apparently, y'all like beating each other up. I like it too. Hell yeah, let's go. You know what I mean? Guess everybody gotta learn. Like I said, of course it's just life, but man, do you really gotta make it that much harder for yourself and people? Is it really that hard? Like I said, I've been through things. I've been hurt. I know what it's like, but you don't. You know what I'm saying? You don't see me like. But trust me, it's different. Try me. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't really know about that one. For you to, you know what I'm saying? You know what? Maybe it is worse. I don't know. I don't know. And it is. I do know. What I do know is though. I like for people to not be assholes. If you are being a good way, I like good assholes. Good, clean ones. You know what I'm saying? Those are cool. But, you know what I'm saying, man? You know, grimy old. But it's like, what is it all worth, man? Like we're not really propelling anything forward at this point, even though it looks like it. But it's like the treadmill analogy. It's like we're not really like we're moving fast, dude. We're hitting it. We're like on 10. You know what I'm saying? But we're tired. It's been like 2 days. You know what I'm saying? We really get a chance to get off. You know what I mean? It's tiring. You know what I mean? And we ain't go nowhere because technology is gonna pave the way. Social media and the internet and technology is gonna pave the way. That's what's gonna fix everything. I think we're making our lives way too easy. Like I was trying to explain before in the other video, it's like going fast to go nowhere. It's the weirdest thing ever. Yeah, man, I have no interest in it seems in much of anything else. Other than working on trying to, just, I know there's nothing to figure out. It's just trying to, like I said, I don't know nothing else. I've always just been myself, and if something came along and I saw that I felt could have been spoken on, I speak on it. It's about as simple as that. I feel it's necessary to speak on, I speak on it. Helping people, I mean, I gotta just not, but doing whatever I'm able to do. That is no other thing I can think of. Linking whatever I can together, if I can make it, make sense. Just piecing it all together for myself. I remember stay tight. I'm trying to do some singing stuff. Not really just vocals, just to talk better. Cause I feel like even when I talk normal, I feel like it's a strain still. And I want to be able to, I gotta, remember just, see me adjust a lot. Just they say you gotta, apparently it's professional to keep your chest up. You must keep your chest high. Very high. Like a blue muffin cup. Back that's blue. Very high. So I'm learning to get my posture right, and because learning you gotta keep this part right up in here, not above the belly button, a good couple inches above the belly button. You gotta find that little, your diaphragm essentially, but you gotta find that and kind of lock in. Sometimes breathe in, lock in. And you gotta because you want to go to the back, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to go to the front and try to push. You want to I'm learning, you know what I mean? It's cool. But it just helps me because it's I notice it's of course, like I said before, just try to find different, you know what I'm saying, ways to because I don't want to always have to speak up here like SpongeBob. Indoors. Indoors. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to go down here more and actually be a little bit more comfortable with. But that's neither here nor there, right? So yeah, man, being in a cult is cool. Sure. Yeah, I mean, because it's happening, right? We're scrubbing and we're combing, right? We gotta ask ourselves, Sugar Hill Gang? Sugar Hill Gang? You old wet teaspoon jawline. You old crusty the clown corner of the mouth. Krispy Kreme head. you, you old tiramisu neck. What is it? The Sugar Hill Gang? like we notice that there's new beautiful foliage, if you will, being spread and planted in certain areas and fields, if you will. We know of the new budding flowers, right? And the kids and children and things. We know new, but the real question is, how far back has this phenotype? How far back does it go? How far back does the lineage take us? Is the real question. I don't know how many people are questioning it like this, but that's my question. How far back does it go? So to say, it's about as simple as that for me. For me, I really don't have to take it any further in my mind, and I love to keep things simple. So if it, but it's like, if we have them now, and we've had at least 200, 300, 400 years, 500 years minimum, what people knew how to finesse before the word finesse was even finesse, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of words that we get caught up in, especially the ones that we don't know. Learn words. Learn words. So it's like they have there's so many layers to speak on. But not knowing what certain words are and what they mean kind of puts you, why people say what they say, it kind of gets you, you know what I'm saying? Because when you start to learn and you start to dig deep and you start to see how things are, you see plans and you understand why they say check history, check the blueprints, check history, you know what I'm saying? They say these certain things, you start to realize what it is, and it's almost where a thing, after a certain point, most people are scared, probably don't do it, it's kind of hard to miss it, you know? You know what I mean? It's kind of hard, like, to miss it. It really is like that, though. The dude. It's like, it's hard not to see. It's hard not to, for things to come at, and you gotta really dig for much of nothing, you know? They're right on the surface for you. They ain't have to plant them deep, you know what I'm saying? When you really start to check the field, you know what I mean? So, like I said, for me, that's about it. I call, you having your agriculture. That's I look and see how. Well, okay, well, we have the last 20 years alone. Let's just start there. But how many people, Titan? How many people, right, have been pushed in our face, and we think that it's a natural occurrence. That whatever they, you know what I'm saying? Whatever was shown, it was just that just happened. That's why I say I always question, like, backgrounds and people already having a backstory before we even really know who they are. They already got a backstory. It's like, Nobody. I don't know, man. Like how he already got a whole documentary on. Like they already set up to know everything. How they already know he the one. Most people that think they're the one don't ever. People don't ever go. Oh, they don't ever. That's not. People don't choose the people that become the people that they say are the ones. Nobody goes, oh, we can't. No, they don't do. That's usually not the person. So it's like weird that everybody already likes them. Everybody's already cool with them. I've always wondered about that, man. It's like, how off rip you just cool everybody. What are you doing? Because I know people. But I know you. I know people. Why they like you so much? What are you doing behind closed doors for these people to like you so much? Now, I'm not saying you're not ultra talented. I'm not saying all this stuff, and I'm not saying that. But I'm saying let's take the case out of it if you weren't. What are you really doing? It's like I already got a whole basketball and everybody likes you. You know, like that's why I say fuck being chosen, man. That shit's whack as fuck. Like everybody wants to be chosen, man. Everybody, 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 everybody in the trail going. Everybody in the fields is going down. Hit him with the fucking. You know what I'm saying? The fucking. So, yeah, man, there's a lot of people that just get put here and we accept them and don't really question them. And that's really the funny part that I've always wondered. You know what I'm saying? Why? What makes me not be able to question you though? Like, what makes me not like I said, I never really said anything. I don't really talk. I see a lot. I never said a lot. But apparently, I can't keep my mouth closed. Kind of before and after, but you know, you gotta catch it. You don't know I'm talking. You don't know I'm talking. You know what I'm saying? But to be on here, I kind of can't shut up. You know what I'm saying? And if you know what I mean. So it's like before it was like, dude, I don't have no reason to. No, you need to be on here. Type. You know. It was like, what makes me not be able to question you? Is the real question. It's like the people that clown you but can't be made fun of themselves. They clown you about how sensitive you are, but dare you not, right? It's like, you best not. You better not. And it's like it's made to be that way, and people will defend it. It's like, but screw all that, dude. What happened? And this is why the whole likable shit too. Let's bring back actually giving a shit. What happened to that? What happened to that one? You remember the Apollo? You remember that? Let's do that for spirituality. Wouldn't that be cool? That would be awesome. We have polls and all kinds of things, dude. That's what we need. You are not the guy. You're not the one. Boo! Get it. You know, where's the cane, man? Get him out of here. Look at him. You know, get him out of here. It's not, but that's not what's promoted. What happened to when we want people that make us feel good again? I told you, I said that. It's like, there's not too many songs made anymore to make you feel good again. There's that good. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of music that gets you in that one. You know, that puts you right, boy. You know what I'm saying? Get you fucking, whoa. You know what I'm saying? Real light and easy. Whoa. You know what I'm saying? Feel real good like that. But not too many songs. We got to pull from like 20, 30 years ago and beyond to get anything good. Even today's R&B is whack. But like, we got to pull from way back when to get some real, you know what I'm saying, that feel good music, bro. And I like I said, I blame it on things like the cultures that are being put out that aren't real, but people, you know, are too afraid to make their own thing happen, so they miss out, you know. But what happened to that good? I've been hurt and I've been down for months and years, and you know, it's a rough time. You know, what happened to that? Or, you know what I'm saying, or you just feel good and you got that spirit in you. What happened to those? To when you make even R&B, baby making music, when you make good rock, hop songs, when you do whatever you want to do, there's a real spirit, there's a real feeling, there's a real message, there's something good in it. Make you feel good. Make you feel great. You know what I'm saying? Where is it? I miss it. I miss it so dearly. But it's unfortunate because it's like I don't want to continue to relive. And it's not really good to, especially if it's not some good music to make, to relive some, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, you can have your songs here and there, but if it ain't some good uptown funk, you know. But it ain't there, no. That sound, and it's not something I feel like people are not really catching, because it's like that. You know what I mean? That gut, man. Oh, you know, that fucking. You know what I mean? That real. Like I explain, and people explain. It's like that's why they call it soul. It's not just some stuff you do to try to like. I feel real down and I feel real. You know what I'm saying? I'm hurt today and I'ma feel that way until next week. You feel my pain? It's like that dude, like, shut up. You know what I'm saying? But when you got that, you know, that fucking that shit, dude, you know what I'm saying, dude? What happened? Where is it? Where it's like some real spirit in that shit, you know what I'm saying? It's gone, and then it's like people just want to get drunk and pop some pills and fucking Netflix and chill. They want to, well, that's pretty cool. But you know what I'm saying? Like, go do some drills, you know what I'm saying? Things like that, and I'm not. It's not in my category of feels, you know what I'm saying? I don't feel that one. I don't feel that one. So I've always questioned every group I've ever encountered, man, just to see. And it's not worth it. They don't even like each other half the time, man. And again, not to say, and that's my whole deal, yes, fine people, yes, that's, you know, whatever. But to throw that away, throw your whole life away for scenarios that you're not ready for, just a, you know what I'm saying? Oh, that's a good one. To throw it all away for another motherfucker, bro, it don't make no sense to me. And yet here we are. Here and now. I promise to love faithfully. You know what I mean? It's here there. It's here now. You know what I mean? So get out of that, man. If you're gonna create something, create your own culture. If you're gonna do something, make your own, bro. Doing this whole ring around the rosy with people that don't really care about you and don't care if you fall, and you know what I'm saying. And you really know you don't need to be around these people. They're not helping you like you think you know. They're not doing anything for you. It can end up real bad, real fast. Get something stuck in your, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to be there. You don't want to go to jail. You don't want to have these problems. You don't want some man close to you sweating. You don't want that. I promise you, you don't want that. I know. I'm good out here. It's so fun and nice and cool, and ain't nobody sweating on me, man. That's what's up, you know. That's the coolest. Nobody sweating on me. I ain't sweating over nobody, you know what I'm saying? That ain't it.